your current one?
I kind of always fall into this one. Like this is just where my hair, like long, kind of on the top and short on the sides, tends to be just the way it goes. I'll change it up, and then after like 2 months, it just ends up here because my hair grows really fast. So yeah, I would say like this is kind of my default, like the kind of long on top, short on the sides thing.
Absolutely. And I do remember seeing you on Warp Tour what seems like a million years ago, but it must have been maybe 2013 or so. And
Yeah,
I literally watched you and thought, how does he perform like that every day, like in the Warp Tour heat?
yeah. I've discovered, and I was just talking about this the other day. I discovered because of Warped Tour that I prefer hot weather. Um, and like I didn't know that about myself. I grew up in the Midwest where summer is oppressive and heavy. The air and the humidity is terrible. But I like a dry heat, like a desert heat. I can totally function, and in fact, I feel like I do get more done when I'm sweating and so hot. I don't know what it is.
There you go. Is there anything else that you want people to know about the new album, or to kind of look for going forward?
Just that it's coming soon. We're in the process of working on 2 more music videos right now that'll be coming, and we've got a whole lot of stuff. There's a comic book series coming together. There's just so many things with these characters and with this storyline that people are going to see. So if you're interested and excited about what you've seen so far of the Fan Tomorrow, I can promise you that there's a lot more coming in the future in the coming months. So yeah, it's coming soon, and I can't wait for people to hear the whole thing and to kind of get to experience this little world that we've built.
Very cool. And it looks like we actually just got one more question that I'll ask before we're out of time. But
All right.
are there any albums that you've picked up recently that you would recommend? I guess it comes off of the Foxy Shazam question.
Yeah, obviously, as I said, Lil Azar, Creator from Filth and Dust. Pick that up. Then go pre-order Black Veil Bride's The Phantom Tomorrow. And then, you know what? It's not. I just started the other day. I don't think it just came out, but I just got it and have been listening to it in my car because I kind of hadn't listened to the band in a number of years. Is the Hymn Greatest Hits, the collection they put together, like a comprehensive Greatest Hits collection, and it's nice to have all those songs in one place. So that's one that I've been rocking recently.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like they really they defined that kind of genre for a little while there, about what 10, 15 years
Yeah,
ago.
they're an incredible band that I think kind of flies under the radar in a lot of ways. Because I think, and also it's sort of funny. I was talking to actually literally today at that studio. I was talking to my producer Eric Ron, and he had a completely different idea of who they were and what they sounded like and what they looked like, just because of the kind of like, there was a style to like a certain type of kid listened to, a certain type of clothing and all that stuff. That era of music where
Right.
pre Spotify and pre somebody just being able to type in a name. I remember similarly, and I've become friends with the guys in the band since, but I remember not thinking that the band Kill Hannah sounded like a totally different thing, and then when I actually heard them, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a very 2005 to 2009, like, and just before we really got to hear all music at any time we wanted to. If you didn't actually pick up a record, you might have a whole wrong idea of what the band sounded like. So I think Him is one of those bands that people think it's a lot more gothy and heavy than it is, and it's very like kind of romantic noir pop rock kind of stuff.
I feel like it's the logo. Like they kind of did it to themselves with
The heartogram.
with the heartogram ending up everywhere. I mean, parents saw it back in the day and immediately thought it was satanic.
Well, and they were also like so heavily associated because of BAM
Yeah.
with skate culture, and they really have nothing to do with that. It's just that BAM was a fan and started putting their logo on everything. That's a whole other thing.
There you go. Awesome. Well, unless there's anything else you want to add, that's probably our time. We spent the last couple minutes talking about him instead of answering more questions. But I think that's a good use of time anyway.
It's all good, man. We can talk about bands I like anytime you want. I'll come on, just do a list of bands I like.
We'll talk about bands you like, and we'll talk about the Bangles. And
yeah, Bengals and bands. It'll be you and me. We're starting a podcast.
Hey, you know what? I mean, my editor wants to do more stuff where we talk to musicians about sports. So that'll fit right
I'm here.
into it.
I'm here. You're going to find very few people who sit in a room surrounded by Bengals helmets. So if it's